3 reasons crypto prices are rising today. New bull market starting. Financial markets have been engulfed with fear in recent days, as fears that a tumultuous sequence of banking crises could become a contagion in the sector. It all started with the closure of Silvergate Bank's SEN payment network key backend crypto industry infrastructure following a run on deposits back in November. This was quickly followed by the implosion of Silicon Valley Bank, the 16th largest bank in America and a bastion of startup capital and VC funding. This, too, was driven by a run on deposits after gruesome details emerged surrounding the performance of SVB's bond portfolio in the face of high interest rates. Representing the biggest banking collapse since 2008, concerns around the potential spread of a banking contagion took hold. U.S. bank stocks were battered Friday, with some stocks down as much as 35%, and this damage continues to spread today, with several U.S. bank stocks seeing trading halted. The S&P 500 went negative year-to-date this morning as the Dow Jones and Nasdaq took a hammering. Meanwhile, Bitcoin BTC has surprised markets with an encouraging bounce back above $20,000, being described as a Cyprus moment as investors race to find safer havens for capital outside of the fractional reserve banking system. Here are 3 reasons that help to explain why crypto prices are soaring despite the banking chaos this week. 1. Circle puts SVB fears to bed. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation (FDIC) began selling SVB assets to repay up to 50% of deposits to SVB clients today. This comes as a substantial relief to the legions of USDC holders that held with despair as USDC depegged over the past few days. The depeg came after a tweet from Circle revealed their exposure to the Silicon Valley Bank crisis. As investors flocked to move their capital out of USDC, the value dropped as low as 87 cents, sending the industry into temporary disarray. However, over the weekend USDC has moved to repeg, having climbed back to around 99 cents. The effort to repeg has seen significant support from Coinbase, which moved to re-establish 1 USDC USD trading this afternoon, although fiat USD will remain unconverted by default. On Sunday, Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire revealed the $3.8% of Circle's holdings held by the firm with SVB will be available today. Overall, it seems that Circle has escaped the worst of Silicon Valley Bank for now, and this has been a huge boost of reassurance to volatile crypto markets. 2. On-chain sentiment. The worst of sell-off is over. Despite serial efforts to break upwards to retest $25,000, Bitcoin BTC price action has been suppressed by heavy sell pressure for almost a month, but the worst could be over for now. Indeed, looking on-chain, Bitcoin has faced 25 days of net inflow onto exchanges. In layman's terms, this means for 25 days more BTC has moved onto exchanges than off of them into cold storage. This is typically a sell-off signal, as investors move their BTC off their ledgers and onto exchanges to be sold. However, as of yesterday, it appears that sell-off could now be over, as the overall exchange net position change has finally reversed to net outflow, a clear accumulation signal. Source: these outflows are more significant than they look, forming part of a bigger picture of Bitcoin accumulation, with exchange balance as a percentage of overall supply 11% now, at its lowest level since December 2017. Source: better yet, the quick dip back below $20,000 off the back of the Silicon Valley Bank implosion appears to have shaken out remaining weak hands in the space. A look at Bitcoin's hold waves paints a picture of maturing supply, with recently active supply largely driving day-to-day price action. And of those strong hands, accumulation is in full swing, with the number of Bitcoin wallets containing 1 BTC skyrocketing towards 1 million wholecoiner addresses. Source: overall, on-chain sentiment depicts an end to the sell-off period as markets shift towards accumulation positioning, especially amongst longer-term holders. An end to the sell-wall could mark the beginning of a big uptrend for Bitcoin and crypto at large. 3. The Bitcoin BTC network is more secure than ever. The final reason to be bullish about crypto markets this week comes from adoption of the Bitcoin SHA-256 network, which is currently the biggest it has ever been. The SHA-256 hash rate, which measures the quantity of computing power directed at the Bitcoin network, is the highest it has ever been. This is bullish for a number of reasons. First and foremost, there has never been so much computer power directed towards Bitcoin, meaning network adoption is the highest it has ever been. And this feeds into the second benefit of making the network more secure. A much-feared 51% attack against the BTC network is less likely than ever before. Tracking the hash rate is the difficulty rate, which measures the difficulty of mining a successful hash. The difficulty rate adjusts roughly every 2 weeks to reflect the number of machines attempting to mine a BTC. This, too, is at around all-time high levels. In other words, it has never been harder to mine a Bitcoin. Source: with the next Bitcoin halving event rapidly approaching next year, A high difficulty rate is bullish as it will start to induce the market supply shock needed for the next bull run with more miners holding fewer coins. Indeed, mining can provide a great deal of insight into market bottoms. Looking at Bitcoin's hash ribbons, which highlight periods of minor capitulation, likely BTC market bottoms, it can be seen that recent Bitcoin price action in the new year has carried BTC away from a serious minor capitulation zone following FTX. This could be indicative that the worst of the 2022 bear market is over, and prices will lean towards the upside in the coming months. Approaching 2024. With a bull market comeback on the cards, investors are scrambling to find the best altcoins with the most lucrative returns for the 2023 crypto market. Best altcoins for 2023 rally. With the current market bounces injecting new enthusiasm into the markets, some traders have started looking at pre-sales with huge potential in 2023. To this end, the Crypto News Industry Talk team has analyzed and compiled a list of the top 15 cryptocurrencies for 2023, each with good short-term as well as long-term prospects. This list is regularly updated with new altcoins and ICO projects. See the 15 cryptocurrencies disclaimer. The Industry Talk section features insights by crypto industry players and is not a part of the editorial content of cryptonews.com.